Dude, those fucking vocal melodies, some of them are absolutely bone chilling. I absolutely love that track, man. Well done. Congratulations on that one. So what do you typically like to write about lyrically?
Whenever I get inspiration for lyrics, it's always about something that's made me feel very strongly. So I use the example, like the two main singles I released this year, which were Don't Lie Awake and Anchor, they were both written as a response to this whole pandemic situation where, my whole business as a performer and a musician has all gone down the drain and I've got nothing left. Like I'm being forced out of my home. I'm being kicked out of my house. Yeah, it was really, really tough. You don't know where the next meal's going to come from. You don't know if you're still going to be, you're going to be living on the street. I've kind of like every typical male songwriter, I've written a lot about my relationships and like my experiences with women, but also other people's like romantic relationships from the outside as well. But like, I like to think that when I do write about those kinds of things, it's not in your sort of stereotypical, well, I loved you and you broke my heart, which is, obviously completely relatable, but we've heard that song a million times before. So I like to think I look at that from a more unique perspective.
I've never heard that song.
You've never heard the I loved you, but
No, I'm just taking a piss. I'm
trying to think of a good example. So the B-side for Don't Lie Awake is a little track called The Railroad, which you can get on Bandcamp. So it's not on Spotify, it's just on the Bandcamp, at least at the moment. And that's a very different song. It's very acoustic led. It kind of sounds a bit like Morning View era Incubus, that kind of stuff. So it's a relationship from good 4 or 5 years ago where you've got a situation, you've got two people that are in love and they're really happy with each other. Basically, she wanted children and I didn't, right? And so that's like a really big incompatibility, even though everything else in the relationship is tickety-boo, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so British. Tickety-boo. Why did we keep doing this knowing that it was never going to work out? But you end up so wrapped up in those like intense emotions and how you feel about this person and how you enjoy each other's company and what you do together that you don't want to think about that impending doom. That's why it's called The Railroad, because you've tied yourselves to the railroad. You're just waiting for the fucking train to run over you. Because it's going to come.
Yeah.
It's coming.
That's a great metaphor.
The relationship stuff, all the very personal stuff, and also stuff that makes me feel strongly is, quite often I end up writing about, politics and social justice and stuff like that. Like my next single is extremely angry, very punk rock, very politically driven, kind of inspired by the new System of a Down stuff. Sort of political situation in my country is absolutely ridiculous. And when people turn around and say, oh, musicians shouldn't write about politics, they should just shut up and play. I'm like, you literally have no idea. I will stop. I don't like to actually pigeonhole music as political music because it's not. Politics doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's connected to everything that we do.